call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Buffaloes will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to pass. It's Avant. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give is to Smith. Plows through the defense. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, better look out. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. looking for a man. It's Avant. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
Defense, and it's wet, and it's rainy. You know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. With the catch, it's Adams. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness. And now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to it. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. Lewis wants to pass. That's caught. It's Gibson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. From the gun, running back on the move.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making it run.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together. Really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Running into the open space. Picks up the first down. Flying out to the left. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Missouri dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Hard running there. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, the running back using his speed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll try the run, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Looking to throw, it's Avant. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Colorado has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off. What a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
The offense changing the play. A first down run on the doorstep. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a 3rd down and goal situation.
Grab behind the line. It's Gibson. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs! These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Jay.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Avant. Hauls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. And the defense on it, and they get that turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Smith takes the handoff, fighting off the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's...
Oh, he's got some space. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. He'll toss it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Avant. Looking to the big tight end. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Still just a two-possession game. A lot of time to go as they try for the onside kick here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He might want another play. They'll try to get outside. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Lewis to throw. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. All by himself down the middle. He's at the... and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Colorado!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Appalachian State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear sure about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking downfield, it's Avant. Fires left. Got his man downfield. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
There he goes. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Avant. Finds his man, it's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the back. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And he puts through the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Lewis wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab inside the 30. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football, and creating a negative play.
The Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense, because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Pressure coming. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. going with the ground game left. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Line is set on third down. Might be calling a hot route. Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll send the back in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to throw. It's Avant. Got it in the middle. It's Adams.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Power football with the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another game.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run for it. And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll try the right side. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This play from the pistol. They go to the ground. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air. It's Avant. There's the pressure. Makes the grab on the left. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick pass on the jet motion. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
He ends up getting tackled at the 34-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. Gets it past the marker. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll move the tight end. Got a man. It's Miller. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Ohio State. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Ohio State, 27.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Turning it on. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
And the Buffaloes just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll run it to the right. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
691, Gator Spar, lasso.
Off the play fake. Under fire. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Back to pass. It's Avant. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. And it's picked off for the third time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring.
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bucs! They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can... He's taking the shot. Snags it down the right side. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football, and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate. Before 2 of this balance, Reese, a nice break to him. Makes the catch, makes the big play down the field.
Dropping back, it's Avant. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Defense has the lead in the second half. Expect to see a lot of zone coverage. It's going to be tight. It's going to be hard to fit these footballs in, especially when you're throwing in the middle of the field like they were right there as the ball falls incomplete.
Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Avant. Dumps it off in the flats. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
You've got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He wants to throw it. On the move, he fires. He makes a grab. He'll be ridden out of bounds, and he never had a chance of getting that one in.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, I think the running back is showing you his experience and his awareness. I love that run. Not so much about the game. I love the fact that he didn't run out of bounds. A lot of younger guys probably would have done that. You've got the lead here late. You want to bleed the clock. Really, really smart decision that time by the running back.
Oh, it's a reverse. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this 4th down that much harder. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Back to throw, it's Avant. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. It's really the most common type of upset.